We tend to think of insects as pests, unwelcome visitors that invade our homes or decimate our crops. But what if I told you that one of these creatures, often associated with biblical plagues, is rapidly becoming a sought-after superfood, a sustainable protein source poised to feed a growing planet? Imagine vast farms, not of cattle or chickens, but of shimmering, hopping legions, meticulously cultivated for their nutritional bounty. This isn't science fiction. It's the reality of locust farming, a burgeoning industry that's transforming a feared foe into a valuable resource. The journey from a swarm-threatening agriculture to a processed product on our plates is a fascinating one, ripe with innovation and a surprising glimpse into the future of food. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged as we delve into the world of industrial-scale locust processing. The process begins with the careful establishment of breeding colonies. These aren't wild swarms, but rather carefully managed populations of specific, edible locust species, often the migratory locust. The females lay their eggs in controlled environments, typically in trays filled with a substrate like sand or peat, which mimics their natural egg-laying habitat. These eggs are then incubated under precise temperature and humidity conditions to ensure optimal hatching rates. Once the nymphs hatch, they are fed a specialized diet, usually consisting of various grasses and grains, carefully selected to promote healthy growth and maximize nutritional content. The sheer scale of these operations is staggering, with farms housing millions, even billions, of these insects at any given time. Automation plays a crucial role, with systems in place to monitor environmental conditions, distribute food, and even manage waste, creating an efficient and highly controlled ecosystem for these protein-rich insects. This meticulous approach ensures a consistent and high-quality supply, setting the stage for the next critical phase: harvesting. Harvesting is a carefully orchestrated event, designed to maximize efficiency and minimize stress on the insects. Unlike traditional livestock, locusts are typically harvested when they reach their optimal size and nutritional profile, usually after several molts. Various methods are employed, often involving specialized equipment that gently collects the insects. Some facilities use large vacuum systems to draw the locusts into collection bins, while others utilize conveyor belts or even large nets. The key is to gather the locusts quickly and humanely. Once collected, they are often flash frozen or immediately processed to preserve their freshness and nutritional value. This rapid handling is essential to prevent spoilage and maintain the quality of the final product. The sheer volume of insects harvested is awe-inspiring, a testament to the productivity of these specialized farms. It's a far cry from the image of a destructive swarm. This is organized, controlled, and purpose-driven collection, transforming a natural phenomenon into a managed resource. Following harvesting, the locusts undergo a series of processing steps to prepare them for consumption. The primary goal is to ensure safety, palatability, and shelf stability. First, the locusts are thoroughly cleaned to remove any debris from their farming environment. This is often done through washing and sorting processes. Next, they are typically subjected to a heat treatment, which can involve drying, roasting, or blanching. Drying, often using industrial dehydrators, removes moisture, making the locusts shelf-stable and creating a crunchy texture. Roasting not only dries them but also enhances their flavor, bringing out nutty notes. Blanching, a brief immersion in hot water, can help deactivate enzymes and improve texture. After heat treatment, the locusts may be milled into a fine powder or flour, a versatile ingredient that can be incorporated into a wide range of food products, from protein bars and pasta to baked goods and snacks. Alternatively, they can be sold as whole, dried, or seasoned products, offering consumers a direct and accessible way to experience this novel protein source. The transformation is complete, from a living insect to a nutrient-dense food ingredient ready for global markets. The transformation of billions of locusts from a potential agricultural threat into a sustainable food source is profoundly relevant to our modern world. As the global population continues to climb, traditional protein production methods face immense environmental challenges, including significant land use, water consumption, and greenhouse gas emissions. Insect farming, particularly locust cultivation, offers a compelling alternative. Imagine a future where your protein bar is powered by locusts, requiring a fraction of the resources needed for beef or chicken. This shift impacts our daily lives by potentially lowering food costs and increasing access to nutritious protein, especially in regions where traditional agriculture struggles. Understanding this process is crucial as it represents a tangible step towards a more resilient and sustainable food system, directly addressing concerns about food security and environmental impact for generations to come. The practical journey of transforming locusts into a food product begins with meticulous breeding practices within specialized facilities. These aren't haphazard collections of insects, but rather highly controlled environments designed to optimize growth and reproduction. Think of it like a highly organized ant farm, but on a much larger scale, and with a very different end goal. Specific species of edible locusts, such as the migratory locust, are selected for their rapid growth rate and high protein content. Females are provided with carefully prepared substrates, often a mixture of sand and peat, mimicking their natural egg-laying conditions. These trays of eggs are then incubated under precise temperature and humidity controls, much like a baker monitors an oven to ensure perfect cake conditions. This ensures a high hatching success rate, providing a consistent supply of young nymphs. Once hatched, these nymphs are moved into larger rearing units. Here, their diet becomes paramount. They are fed a carefully curated blend of nutrient-rich grasses and grains. This is akin to providing a specific, balanced diet for a prized racehorse to ensure peak performance. The feed is not only chosen for its nutritional value, but also for its ability to promote healthy exoskeleton development, which is crucial for their well-being and eventual processing. Automation plays a significant role in feeding and environmental management. Automated systems dispense food at regular intervals and monitor temperature, humidity, and ventilation, creating an optimal microclimate for the locusts. This level of control is essential for preventing disease outbreaks and maximizing biomass production. Much like a greenhouse optimizes plant growth, harvesting is a critical, yet surprisingly gentle stage. When the locusts reach their optimal size and nutritional maturity, typically after several molts, they are collected. Instead of the chaotic swarms that can damage crops, these are orderly collections. Imagine a highly efficient, insect-sized vacuum cleaner system that carefully draws the locusts into collection containers. Alternatively, large conveyor belts or specialized nets can be used to gather them. The speed and efficiency of this process are vital. It's crucial to process them quickly to maintain freshness and prevent any decline in nutritional quality, similar to how fresh produce is handled from farm to table. Following harvesting, the locusts undergo a series of processing steps to prepare them for human consumption. The first step is a thorough cleaning, removing any residual substrate or debris. This is often achieved through washing and sorting processes, ensuring a pure product. Next, they are subjected to heat treatment. Drying, often in industrial dehydrators, removes moisture, making the locusts shelf-stable and giving them a satisfying crunch. Roasting is another common method, which not only dries them but also enhances their flavor, often bringing out nutty undertones. This is comparable to how roasting coffee beans transforms their aroma and taste. Blanching, a brief dip in hot water, can also be employed to deactivate enzymes and improve texture. Finally, these processed locusts can be sold whole, seasoned, or, most commonly, milled into a fine powder or flour. This versatile flour can then be incorporated into a wide array of food products, from protein-rich baked goods and pasta to energy bars and snacks, offering a sustainable and nutritious ingredient for the global food market. The journey from a swarm of locusts to a processed food product is a marvel of modern agricultural engineering and food science. It begins with the establishment of highly controlled breeding colonies, Think of these farms not as wild, untamed environments, but as meticulously managed nurseries for protein. Specific, edible species of locusts, like the migratory locust, Locusta migratoria, are chosen for their rapid growth and high nutritional value. Females are placed in specialized trays filled with a substrate, often a blend of sand and peat, which perfectly mimics their natural egg-laying habitat. This substrate provides the ideal moisture and texture for successful oviposition. These trays of eggs are then transferred to incubation chambers, where precise temperature and humidity levels are maintained, similar to how a baker monitors an incubator for yeast to ensure optimal fermentation. This meticulous control maximizes hatching rates, ensuring a consistent and abundant supply of young locusts, known as nymphs. Once hatched, the nymphs are moved to larger rearing facilities. The critical factor here is their diet. They are fed a carefully formulated blend of nutrient-rich grasses and grains, much like providing a specialized diet to ensure the healthy growth of prize-winning livestock. This diet is optimized not only for nutritional content, particularly protein and essential fatty acids, but also to promote healthy exoskeleton development. Automated systems play a crucial role in this phase. They dispense food at regular intervals and constantly monitor and adjust environmental parameters like temperature, humidity, and ventilation. This automation is key to creating an ideal microclimate, preventing disease outbreaks, and maximizing the conversion of feed into biomass. Much like a high-tech greenhouse optimizes plant growth, harvesting is a critical, yet surprisingly gentle, stage in the process. When the locusts reach their optimal size and nutritional maturity, typically after several molts, they are collected. This is a far cry from the chaotic, destructive swarms seen in nature. Instead, it's an organized, efficient operation. Specialized equipment, such as large vacuum collection systems, carefully draws the locusts into designated containers. Alternatively, conveyor belts or large, fine mesh nets can be employed to gather them swiftly. The emphasis is on speed and minimizing any stress to the insects. This rapid collection is vital to preserve their freshness and nutritional integrity, much like how delicate fruits are harvested at peak ripeness to maintain their quality. Following harvesting, the locusts undergo a series of processing steps to ensure safety, palatability, and shelf stability. The first step involves thorough cleaning. This is typically achieved through washing and sorting processes, removing any residual substrate or debris from their rearing environment. Next, they are subjected to heat treatment. Drying, often in industrial dehydrators, removes moisture, making the locusts shelf-stable and imparting a satisfying crunch. Roasting is another common method. It not only dries the locusts, but also enhances their flavor, often bringing out nutty notes, similar to how roasting coffee beans transforms their aroma and taste. Blanching, a brief immersion in hot water, can also be used to deactivate enzymes and improve texture. Finally, these processed locusts can be sold whole, seasoned, or most commonly, milled into a fine powder or flour. This versatile locust flour becomes an ingredient that can be incorporated into a wide range of food products, from protein-rich baked goods and pasta to energy bars and snacks, offering a sustainable and nutritious alternative for the global food market. The transformation of locusts into a viable food source represents a significant leap in sustainable agriculture. The most impactful discovery is the sheer efficiency of locust farming. They require dramatically less land, water, and feed compared to traditional livestock, offering a powerful solution to the environmental pressures of feeding a growing global population. This innovation unlocks a readily available, highly nutritious protein source with a significantly lower carbon footprint, promising greater food security and reduced ecological impact. The future implications are vast. Imagine a world where protein scarcity is mitigated by insect farming, where nutrient-rich foods are accessible and affordable, and where our agricultural practices are far more aligned with planetary health. This opens doors for new culinary creations and a fundamental shift in how we perceive and consume food. It challenges our preconceived notions and encourages a more open-minded approach to dietary choices, fostering scientific curiosity about alternative food systems. Considering this remarkable journey from pest to protein, how might embracing such innovative, albeit unconventional, food sources redefine our relationship with nature and contribute to a more sustainable future for all?